You're taking him out of context.
I've had a hyperfixation on combating manipulative communication since middle school. I studied Nazi propaganda in college and have continued my education since.
He's not a Nazi.
Do you want to know how these people manipulate you?
Fine.
I'm about to show you a pattern Kirk often used, layering several manipulation tactics. Other of his ilk use the same. First, he starts with an inflammatory statement.
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
So, he was a great debater. In context,
It's a dog whistle to his most extreme followers.
Come on!
It's also what's called an anchor for him to refer to later. We'll get to that, so hold on till the end for multiple revelations.
Okay, yeah, but in context.
But in context, next he says...
Not an immediate...
No, you wouldn't
That's
have done
not
that
who I
before.
am. That's
No.
not what I believe.
See?
That tactic is called inoculating, giving him plausible deniability.
You're grasping at straws.
Watch for this pattern. A dog whistle awful statement followed by a softening of the awful statement with a new statement. This is a type of moral laundering. Try to keep up with all these terms.
And all this is bad.
This gives his followers the ability to weaponize the first part while providing them an escape route with the second. Now, you wanted to see the full quote in full context, right? Full?
What? Yeah.
Pay real close attention here to what he says in these next few.
I want to be as blunt as possible because now I'm connecting two dots.
So this is authority framing, where he signals he is an expert about to reveal a hidden truth.
So, get to his hidden truth.
Wait a second, the CEO just said that he's forcing that a white qualified guy is not going to get the job.
A straw man and a false claim mischaracterizing diversity hiring as forcing out qualified white men, which is a zero-sum narrative. You keeping up? It's also scapegoating, which shifts blame of his own prejudice to an external villain, i.e. DEI and black pilots. And it is white victim inversion, casting the dominant group as the harmed party.
That's a lot.
It is, but he ain't done.
So I see this guy, he might be a nice person. I say, boy, I hope he's not a Harvard-style affirmative action student. He landed half of his flight simulator, trials.
He's implying that the black guy still could have gotten his commercial pilot certification even if he crashed half his simulations.
You're starting to get it. It's a loaded example with the purpose of poisoning the well and a tactic of specificity illusion. He names a prestigious school,
Harvard.
and he uses a made-up situation that he frames almost like it's a statistic to make it seem like this was actually a thing that happened sometime.
But it didn't?
But it didn't. Now remember that first statement?
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
See how it is an anchor? He keeps referring back to it, building layers of a case to rationalize that awful thing he said, but he takes it in a new direction, blaming DEI for it. Has he said one verifiable statement yet?
I mean, DEI does mean less qualified.
And you believe that because guys like Kirk. Now, he keeps going on this rant, but we're running out of time. The truth is, not a single pilot or aviation professional has ever gotten their certification if they haven't passed the same standards everyone else has. His crashed half their simulations argument is hogwash because you need a minimum of 40 hours actual flight time, not a simulator, just to get a private pilot's license before you can even start the certification process for your commercial license, and most instructors don't sign off on you until you've done 60 to 80 hours. Then there's the 250 minimum in an actual aircraft to get commercial, and then 1,500 minimum actual flight hours to be an airline pilot on top of your flight simulation hours. And the thing Kirk's arguments ignore is that if an instructor passes someone who is incompetent, their instructor license can be revoked. They don't do that!
So what's DEI?
Grants that fund outreach initiatives to get underrepresented populations interested in aviation. Funding for colleges and universities, including HBCUs, to develop and or expand aviation training and pipelines. Grants and scholarships that provide a means for those who can't afford the astronomical costs of aviation schools. And all of these programs are optional. No corporate or private entity is forced to do them. There has been drastic shortage of pilots and aviation personnel since Reagan's disastrous policies, which made training unaffordable, among numerous other issues. But now, because of DEI cuts, the shortage is getting worse. They weren't taking white people's spots. They have more spots than applicants.
That's a lot to take in.
So back to our subject. Be aware of this propaganda tactic. Inflammatory dog whistle statement, immediately followed to deny or soften that statement. Then rationalize the original statement, doubling down with fallacies and empty arguments. Kirk was not a debater. Kirk was a propagandist who sowed hate through manipulative, bad faith rhetoric. So I believe we should release the Epstein files.
I agree.